Hello bros, Sylveon strikes again. So someone requested that I play Sylveon and here it is. I hope you enjoy it and learn something. So Sylveon receives a buff against his mystical fire where the damage has been increased and also the calm minus reduces the cooldown, which is pretty good for Sylveon now because it deals a lot of damage when you are using the mystical fire, and it is really truly one of the best ability of Sylveon, especially in 1v1 using the Draining Kiss and the Mystical Fire. It really deals a lot of damage and the sustain of it is really pretty good combined with that build, and my build is also a sustain build, so it is really one of the tankiest SP attackers in the game. But before that bros, let me tell you the build. The build that I'm running for Sylveon is just the one and only Focus Band for more sustain, and the next build is the attack weight. So why attack weight is because you really need a attack speed in order for you to have the benefits of your boosted attack, because once you hit your boosted attack using Sylveon, you have a 75% movement speed and the damage of it is also pretty good, so that's why you really need to do that. As I've noticed when playing Sylveon, you really need to do that kind of thing where after you hit your boosted attack, you either reposition or invade using your mobility, because it is really one of the best mechanics of Sylveon as I played this Pokemon. So now I get the Mystical Fire. So Mystical Fire is just pretty basic ability where it hits the target and it just have a small amount of mobility, but the cooldown of it is really fast. So try it out early in the game. When you are level 4, it is time to push and bully your opponents, because once you get the Mystical Fire, you are very vulnerable, especially in 1v1 situation in early game. It is truly one of the best abilities of Sylveon. And now for the Draining Kiss is one of the most coolest ability of Sylveon in terms of 1v1. It has a sustain and the damage of it is also pretty good. So when in terms of 1v1, they cannot do much to you because you have the Focus Band plus the the Draining Kiss plus the Mystical Fire. Overall, this Pokemon is really pretty good in terms of 1v1. So watch out when you have, when you're fighting Sylveon, especially when you're 1v1 it, you don't have stand a chance against it. So be careful when the Draining Kiss hits you. And also key tips when playing as Sylveon, you really need to move closer when you are using the Draining Kiss, because the Draining Kiss deals more damage per second if you move closer, and when you're too far, it has a highly chance it will get cancelled. So here I get the Quadra Kill here. Sylveon is just really pretty basic. What I need to teach you about playing Sylveon is when you have the boosted attack and hit that to the opponents, it increases your movement speed, right? So it depends on you whether you push or not. So my tips is when I use that, I try to reposition or push forward without using my abilities. I'm just using it as a movement speed in order for me to move closer to the opponent. And when I have the Mystical Fire again, it is my time to hit again. And combined with Draining Kiss and another boosted attack of it, I'm just moving forward again or reposition. So that's just my key tips when playing as Sylveon. So just like for example, they have Glaceon in the opponent. So when Glaceon use the Unite move and you have the boosted attack, just try to hit your boosted attack and just follow him with the Draining Kiss. Do not hit your mobility first. But when you have the Mystical Fire, it is time to hit and stack your boosted attack. So that's just how you play Sylveon, just like this. Well, when I have my boosted attack and hit that to the opponent, I'm just trying to move forward. And when I have the Mystical Fire and the Draining Kiss again, it is time to hit my attacks and start stacking my boosted attack. When I'm playing as Sylveon bro, I'm really aggressive, especially in the lane, and if I have the opportunity, I will invade. So just like this, right, I have my boosted and I'm just running around and I will use my Unite move, and the Unite move is really one of the best mechanics of Sylveon also, because it has a shield. When you hit a lot of opponents, you have the maximum shield. So you see it right there, right? When I face the SP on there. I just don't hit him when I have the boosted attack. I'm just moving forward in order for me to reposition again or hit my opponents. And when I have my mystical fire, it is time to use my attack. So that's just how you play Sylveon. Do not waste the movement speed of Sylveon hitting the opponents because it is really one of the best mechanics of Sylveon. And I'm stacking my boosted attack here and I will hit it and just training kiss and move forward just like that. And if you have again the boosted attack, just hit the opponent and you will gain the movement speed and just move forward and wait for your mystical fire and hit the opponents. So this is just a logic way for using the mystical fire if your opponents has a lot of mobility, so you really need to maximize your movement speed when you have the boosted attack of Sylveon. Just like this, I'm stacking my boosted attack again and I will use my mystical fire draining kiss, and just like that I move forward again. So that's just how you play Sylveon, and I will just use my eject button here. But sadly I did not kill the Greninja and I'm forced to unite move here, but it is still okay because it is 3-minute mark, so I will wipe the enemy here. So Unite Move is really one of the best tools also because it has too many mobilities, and also it is one of the clutch moments. Especially when you hit a lot of opponents, you really gain a lot of shield. So keep note of that. Hitting a lot of opponents will have a shield. So it is really important, especially in the Rayquaza fight. So do not use your Unite move when it's under 3-minute mark because you really need that in order for you to have a lot of sustain in team fights. Even the opponents are attacker, I still have a lot of sustain, so that's why I love Sylveon. It has a lot of sustain in the fights, and the Gardevoir uses the Unite move here, but still he cannot kill me because of my sustain. So it is really one of the best, especially when you have Focus Band. Focus Band is really one thing you need when playing Sylveon in order for you to have a lot of sustain and damage per seconds in the enemy. And here suddenly I died here because the opponents uses a unite move, and it is really one of the saddest thing, but it is okay because they don't flip the Rayquaza here, and I will jump to Gardevoir here. So just like that, I prioritize the lower HP and I have the boosted attack here. So I will just move that for using my mobility. But sadly, Pikachu gets me. So this is how you play Sylveon Bros. So thank you bros. I hope we reach 20 likes again, and like and subscribe for more type of this content. Thank you bros, and stay hydrated as always.
Time's up. You win.